So this video is again by Rosanna Pansino. I'm being silenced. ... Beast Games.
I'm on dog duty tonight.
She's on dog duty
so
tonight.
This is the first video I made about Mr. Beast and his Beast Games is being suppressed and restricted on TikTok. The video I posted is now only viewable in the US. I have not received an email from TikTok explaining why this happened.
There's nothing really to say really, because everything will just be speculations. That's not the only video that she has released, right? But maybe it had the most tractions. I find it odd that it was restricted to US because people in the US understand English, but maybe it's so that they don't poke the nest too much. There's a lot of odd things about it. But I would not say that it's Mr. Beast who's doing it because, like, I have nothing, you know? It's just speculations. And you don't want to be fucking dumb in life, so you can't just spew wild shit. You, as someone who is like an exterior source, you cannot say, oh shit, Mr. Beast has infiltrated TikTok. Like, you cannot say shit like that.
It is still up on my YouTube and Twitter.
It's cool on YouTube and Twitter, but it's restricted on TikTok. Someone has power on TikTok, or it's something with TikTok themselves. I don't know how often TikTok restricts videos. If that was the only video that she ever got restricted, it would be odd, really odd. It could also be that Mr. Beast has nothing to do with it, but another party that tries to benefit from this, or like TikTok trying to benefit from the Mr. Beast stuff. Like, it's too much speculation.
I have not received an email from TikTok explaining why this happened. As of right now, someone is trying to silence.
Do they often respond to emails? That's another thing to consider.
I'll let you guys try and guess who would do something like that. So I'm here to tell all of you that I will continue to talk about people's experience on Beast Games.
I mean, it's one thing if she's convinced that people are in danger and all that. Personally, me, as someone who is not in this position, doesn't sound like a bright move. If Mr. Beast happens to be innocent in all this, or if things are somewhat exaggerated, I would have a very negative view about all of these people.
There has already been reports of multiple seizures, lack of access to prescription medication, many injuries.
So I just read an article of New York Times real quick. They're saying a bunch of contestants who went away bruised, but they don't say how they got injured, like what did the injury came from. That's one detail that's missing. And it's important because if it happens that things were overly exaggerated, they're claiming that they have not received money that they're supposed to get, like the ones that lost or that suffered something. They were supposed to receive money, they didn't get it, or they were offering them money and they didn't give them the money. That's what's being alleged so far. Even the New York Times themselves say alleged, you know, a lot of alleged. And they're citing Rosanna Pansino too. And there's a link to a TikTok video, so maybe the video is restricted because it catches press. They're citing her when she talks about the foundation that has claimed that his show was like not deemed safe, so they called some people back that he initially hired or something. So to me it sounds vague. I would need to research that more. Oh, but wait. So the news has sent an email to this foundation and they said no comment, basically. We have no comment on non-following, like the thing that followed the protocol productions. Like we have non-comment. We have no... We have no comment on non-Yachts projects, which Mr. Beast is not part of the Yachts project, so they have no comment on that. They usually don't say anything about the non-Yachts projects. So that's the article of Time magazine. It's called What to Know About Allegations Against Mr. Beast and His Company. So here I have another article called Contestants of Mr. Beast's Amazon Show Allege Unsafe Conditions During Filming. That's by Mashable.com, where some contestants do say that there's negligent filming conditions, lack of food, inadequate medical care, and physical injuries by competing in tasks for the show, but it's vague so far. Like, it's important to know the full details of what the challenge is and how do they get those injuries. Just saying that they had physical injuries, like, I don't think it means a lot. Unless they say that the majority is injured, then it's like, okay, what is really going on? But if some people got injured, we don't know if those were like isolated incidents or like what caused it, or like if someone was dumb in the show, like we don't know anything except that, oh, there were physical injuries for some contestants. Well, is it a dozen? We need to know more. But yeah, they're saying like a food, inadequate medical care. And again, we see the word allegations thrown everywhere. So far, everything is just allegations. So basically, articles do talk about it. But I would say the move is to just wait so far.
Since someone is trying to silence me,
You're saying that someone is silencing you based off one TikTok being restricted. Could be someone is trying to silence you, or could be that it's another party. Could be that it's TikTok that doesn't wants to be like. I mean, now that I think about it, it doesn't make much sense because on the contrary, their video gets shown. If TikTok doesn't respond us as to why they restricted it, we cannot. It seems unwise to just say that she's being silenced by Mr. Beast.
feel free to download and repost my first Beast Games video to any platform, including TikTok, anything you want.
I don't know how this comes off now, because if Mr. Beast happens to be innocent and things are being exaggerated, all of this will just make her look bad. I mean, it will make everyone look bad. Because it seems just from a distance like she is on the path to destroy Jimmy, to destroy his big project, to destroy Beast. And if it happens that all of these are exaggerated, looking back at this, she will just seem like an evil witch from afar. But you could say that it's the emails that she gets. Maybe she's getting emails from unreliable source or they're too soft. But right now, as I'm thinking that there's a potential that Mr. Beast is innocent, like I don't think this makes her look good.
Silencing legitimate criticism, especially when it comes to the physical and mental safety of others, is not okay.
I can understand why Jake was blowing her. When you have someone who's just lecturing like this, I have negative vibes about it. Because to me, I'm always getting like the fake censors. Doesn't mean that it's fake, but most of the time people are overusing the lecturing. Gross people lecture people. People with things to hide lecture people. To me, when you lecture people, you just seem a little bit dislikable, that's all. That's just me.
Silencing legitimate criticism.
Criticism, but you're also leaking stuff, though. It's just wanting to consider that this your video is not just criticism, it's you're basing it off people that we don't know if they're reliable. We don't know if maybe they got injured because maybe there's like a dumbass Timmy that just like decided like on the cameras to just like overperform something or do something stupid that he didn't have to do because he's on camera and then he's injured. And now you're like covering for this dumbass, just a scenario. And also as a result of this Timmy being like unfaithful in his email, not releasing everything, not being transparent. You're also kind of spoiling the show, you know, like it's not just a criticism, you're also kind of spoiling the show. Yeah, I don't know. Could be that someone's trying to silence her. Could be that someone from the team tries to silence her. Or could be that platform is silencing her or tries to keep it low light or something. I mean, I don't know if that's the video that was leaked in the article. I'm making the assumptions because she was also mentioned. Anyways, that's what I have to say, really. She decides to pick this fight. Me, from my end, I would be like, I don't want to ruin this person's project, and I cannot trust just these words, especially that some of the contestants that came out, they might have not been transparent. They had positive things to say, and all of a sudden now they're throwing shades and things that before didn't seem to be a big deal. Like, we don't know if these several people are reliable or not. We don't have everything, but we'll see anyways. Like, we need more because it's way too easy to just ruin someone's image.